Oh yeah. You choose what goes into your vehicle. And of course you drift your vehicle. And it's oh so thick of a vehicle. Just like a submarine, a hoagie, an Italian, a sub, a hero, or a grinder sandwich, as they call it, Jackson's Toyota Mark II JZX100 Tourer is a mouthful. He's modified it by adding things that he wants, and by taking things he doesn't want out. This car is pretty quick, but keep in mind it's also pretty thick. But unlike a Quiznos sandwich, this car is unique in a hard-to-obtain sort of way. You can't just visit your local Japanese car shop and expect to buy one of these. Well, I mean, it definitely won't have novelty horns. But in all seriousness, this is still sort of supposed to be a sophisticated machine that can seat 4 or maybe 5 small people comfortably, and it has a quaint interior, yet you can't help but drive it like an absolute loon. And did I mention? It's a part of an elaborate feudal system. Is this car you're sitting on the wrong side, Jackson?
Mm-hmm. Well, the right side.
Ah, yes, some would say.
Technically.
How would you describe this gearbox, Jackson?
I have always sort of likened it to stirring a bucket of rocks with a stick.
I love your steering wheel.
Thank you. I actually snagged that off of a friend who, I think his car showed up from Japan with that steering wheel on it.
Ah.
I think an RX-7.
Nice.
And I was like, hey, give me that.
It says MOMO on it.
MOMO.
Are you a MOMO?
I don't know.
Well, MOMO means idiot, I think,
Oh,
in like old mafia speak.
I sure hope not.
Yeah, I don't think you're a MOMO either. You own a car like this.
Thanks.
Or you might be a MOMO for owning a car like this.
Maybe. Drive like a MOMO in a car like this.
Yeah, you have to drive like a MOMO.
Yeah.
There's a lot of headroom. There's not a lot of this.
Oh, your legs are touching the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, we could move your chair back if you need to. Or something.
No, I'm comfortable though.
Okay.
Yeah. So, the one thing that I noticed in your car, Jackson, is that the steering feel doesn't exist.
No, there's not really much feel on center.
Huh. I'm really comfortable in here, man. Like,
awesome.
The car sounds amazing. That 1JZ motor is just, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
really can't ask for much more with that. Especially, like, I find the exhaust that came on this car, I got really lucky with.
It is smooth, sir. And it's quiet, but also when you want to use it, it's like...
Yeah, it's, I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's basically a straight pipe 1J. But how it differs from most straight pipe 1Js is that as soon as the 3-inch downpipe is over, it splits to two and a quarter, like shotgun style pipes.
Yeah.
And then when they get to the rear axle, they do an unequal length bend. And it seems to do nice things for the harmonics of the exhaust.
It certainly does.
I seem to get a lot of compliments on it, so I'm no plans to change the exhaust. I'm very happy with it.
You definitely got a compliment from me. This is a nice sounding car, and that turbo, like
the dosing is pretty ridiculous. Yeah.
Also, we're going like 90 in this thing. It feels like we're going 20.
Yeah, I didn't even realize we were going that. Like being in the passenger seat is not really concerning.
Yeah, like it's so, like if you did this in a Miata, you'd feel like you're going 1,000 kilometers an hour. But
yeah,
we're going 70, and it feels like 10.
I did take this car out to like a friend's wedding, and like driving through Chilliwack, it was like on that straight section. I was just kind of cruising, not really paying attention, and all of a sudden I'm finding myself going like 170, 180. Like, oh, Slow down, not get pulled over.
Oh, I'm just accidentally doing 180, officer. My car is too comfortable and we're fine.
Yeah. It's so smooth in here.
Yeah. Like, I could totally see you going on a cross-country road trip in this thing.
Yeah, honestly, like this would be a great like touring car.
This looks fun.
I'll hold on to that.
Jesus, that's illegal.
That's every speed limit in the province.
Yeah. Holy crap. That is a ton of fun, though.
It is. A friend and I held what they call an outlaw skateboarding event on this hill one time.
Yeah.
And it was in the middle of winter, it snowed, and we had like probably 50 people show up. But before the race could get started, one of the participants was like skitching up the car, like holding on to his dad's car as he pulled him back up the hill.
Right.
And his dad ran him over.
Oh no.
And he had to get airlifted out of this person's field. And
right here.
yeah, like this field right here. And that race ended early that day.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty extreme, man.
It did not go as planned.
Doesn't sound like it.
No. The kid survived. He was totally fine.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Always like a good end to
Yes,
a terrible
happy
story.
ending. I realized I was leaving that out.
I like the little reverse sounds.
Yeah, that's the little that's what you get for swapping auto cars to manual.
So did you do the swap yourself?
I didn't. It came from Japan. Swap.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this. I like this. I don't know why I wasn't holding on to this earlier. This is
Like
nice.
a complimentary oh shit handle.
Yeah. See, you can drive your car like a monkey. I
Yes.
don't know these roads.
Now I drive like a MOMO.
Yeah, now you're driving like a MOMO. you know how to use the word already. I'm impressed. Maybe you're not a MOMO. This thing is like, even when you're driving like a MOMO, I'm not scared in it.
It
It's
feels
like,
pretty composed, I think.
yeah. It feels pretty composed, I think. Oh, that's lovely. That boost is.
You gotta
is
squeeze it out
fantastic.
every once in a while. I'd say pretty confidently it's putting down about 300
Okay.
without feeling like I'm
Bullshitting.
bullshitting. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, it certainly feels like it, and it's not a light car by any means.
No, it's it's like 3,400 pounds,
Yeah.
something like that.
She's thick.
Yeah, it's full-on sedan status.
You said there was a lore to this car. Can you explain that?
Oh yeah, okay. So the Toyota essentially in this time had arranged their cars similar to like how a feudal society would have arranged their lords and ladies, I guess. So there's like the century and the crown, and those would have been the nobility of Toyota's lineup. And then you had basically the JZX100 series and its multiple iterations. So like we'll talk about the X100 generation.
Yeah.
There's the Mark II, the Cresta, and the Chaser. So the Mark II's emblem is the shield. The Chaser's emblem is a bow and arrow for an archer. And then the Cresta's symbol is like a samurai helmet. And so I guess the intention in Toyota's marketing strategy,
yeah.
I guess, was to position the X100s as like the knights or protectors of the Toyota nobility of the Crown and Century cars.
So it's classy, it's comfy, and it plays its own role in a neat, brand-driven feudal system. Now that's a car that deserves a chat over a sub sandwich. Here's your sandwich, sir. I think the sandwich suits the character of your car. I saw you modifying the interior of your sandwich already, as
Of
you've
course.
done with your car.
Of course, yep.
With some spice.
Yep. I think if I were to do it again, I would probably start with the olive delete, and then go for the spicy pepper install. Which, like the car there, the first thing I did when it arrived was ripped open the trunk, deleted all the navigation stuff out there, put in some gauges that I wanted, put in some nice bucket seats, pardon me. So yeah, it's a little bit like the sandwich in that way. I would
Tell me a little bit about the modifications you have in the vehicle.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll start on the inside. Just pretty basic stuff. I've got a...
Have you ever entered a drive-through backwards in this vehicle?
In this vehicle, no.
Okay.
I do have another right-hand drive vehicle, and in the first month or so that I had that one, I did it one time, and it felt like I was asking for attention way too much, so I didn't do it again.
Does it still excite you?
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it has to. I mean, look at how much camber you got on the damn thing.
Yeah. I had originally bought it with the thought in my mind that I would keep it for 5-6 years as they become states legal, sell it off to the states and make a pretty penny. That idea has since kind of diminished, been pushed to the side just because I've fallen in love with the car so much.
You're keeping it for yourself?
Yeah, it's a really great car.
What kind of fuel mileage are you seeing in this thing?
Not great. I don't know if I have full hero status today. I'm gonna have to pause there on the sandwich.
Totally fair. Not everyone can be a hero.
That's true.
Like, I'm a hero basically every day.
Yep.
This is nothing. I could probably be a double hero.
Oh, wow. Big appetite.
What are your plans with it?
Plans with it? I would like to get more power in the car, and I would like to get a set of better wheels.
What is the strangest moment you've ever had in the car?
The strangest, there's a lot of, I don't know if there's been strange moments, but there's definitely entertaining moments. You get the old guys that are like into muscle cars, and you roll up on them at a stoplight and they're like, "What is that? You're on the wrong side of the car." And I'm just like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
Or you get the people where you you park and you get out of your car and there's a few young kids looking at your car and one goes, "My buddy's got a Skyline." Sweet.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my Skyline.
Yeah.
What do you say? Like, how do you respond to that?
I like Nissans too, man.
Yeah, there you go.
Like,
Okay.
I don't know.
Final tasting notes. Now, you'd think that a 20-year-old Toyota sedan is the polar opposite of excellent, at least in an emotional way. However, Jackson's Mark II is a prime example of when you put time and effort into something, you can have something truly unique and fantastic.
It's really nice knowing that, like, when you put time and effort into a car, it's not just a car that only you can enjoy. That it's nice to know that it doesn't just work for me, that it just works. That is very, makes me feel good. We used to have this fridge magnet as a kid, and I don't know why, but it was like an advertisement for like cheese, and it said, "Square meals make round people." And I don't understand the ad campaign at all, but it was a fridge magnet that we had as a kid growing up. Yeah, that's a really strange anecdote.
But all meals make round people if you have too damn much of it.
I know, right?